For Shlema, for Bracha, Chaya Bas Esther, that our words should help and should go up to Shamayim. It should be a zchus for her. Okay? And can I add another for Shlema? For Shlema to my son. I just came back from the hospital. He's been there for a little more than a week. And as Hashem, Shkaich is recovering from surgery, and maybe come back by Shabbos, maybe not, but you gotta hope, right? Okay. Shkaich Reb Zevi. I don't think I've been here in like 2 years or so. I mean, up here. That was about 2 years ago, huh?
I think you didn't come yet. He said, yo, you were there once.
Oh, twice. It's my third time.
Oh, okay. You was 3 times.
No,
He doesn't mean he wasn't here. 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Okay, so I'm not here for any chidushim. I'm here to be with the oil and maybe share a quick idea. And special mazel tov to Yossi, baby girl. For his wife had a nace, a very big nace, bleeding, and the doctor was able to figure it out on time. So we're full of nisim galuyim, nisim wherever we go.
What's your wife's name? You should have a full Shleima.
Tila Bas Bracha Freda.
Tila Bas Bracha
Freda. For Shleima, the baby should be healthy, the mother should be healthy, and all of Klal Yisrael. And I can't not mention Rabbi Eli Montel over here. It's my Yad Yamin, helps us with our Shabbos. I'm a big tzaddik. Yeah.
Mazel tov to Zaria.
Yeah, mazel tov to my son. We get married in 2 weeks, but it's Hashem in Zichron Yaakov. If you happen to be near Caesarea in 2 weeks on Thursday night, Eretz Yisrael, join us and celebrate. We'll all be there. Okay. So there's a common thread that goes not just through the Parsha, but goes through Yiddishkeit and goes through life, and it's highlighted in Eikev. So those who frequent my abode will be used to hearing words like this. Maybe not this exact, but this signon, this direction. So Chazal say, these are mitzvahs she'adam dosh ba'akevai. The mitzvahs that people stomp on with their heel. It will be, if you listen to those mitzvahs, if you do even those mitzvahs, then you're going to get lots of bracha. So now Chazal, they don't just throw out drushes willy-nilly. They don't just say, okay, Eikev sounds like Eikev. Chazal are telling us something very, very deep. And here's the concept. I always tell my students, I do kiruv for a living. So that's my day job is I work with college students and I try to help them see Yiddishkeit. I'm actually just coming from a talk with a college student and I'm running over here. This young lady came with a whole list of questions on a WhatsApp that we were going through. And one of the things that I tell the students very often is that Judaism is not a religion, but it's a relationship. Not a religion, but a relationship. One more time. Not a religion, but a relationship. And without going into the differences between religion and relationship, if we understood this one true idea, this one true concept, our lives would be different. We wouldn't have kids at risk. We wouldn't be going on this roller coaster ride that we're up and down. We need to focus on the concept that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants a relationship with us, and the Torah is built the way relationships are built. It functions like relationship. It's called a relationship in the Torah hundreds and hundreds of times. It's never called a religion. It's always called a relationship again and again and again. And it is the very notion of religion that torpedoes Yiddishkeit. When we look at Judaism as a religion, we're 1 foot out the door. Let me tell you a very interesting idea. When Klal Yisrael stood by our Sinai, HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, would you like the Torah? And we said, Na'aseh v'nishma. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, wow, Na'aseh v'nishma, whoa, Migila lebonai rozeh shemalach asher mishtam shemay. Who taught them the angelic secret of Na'aseh v'nishma? And in the Cheder, in the yeshiva, you learned, what's the grand secret? That they said Na'aseh before Nishma. They didn't say Nishma before Na'aseh. Like the Apikosim in the Gemara, this Am that's a brazen Am that they flip it around. I have a question for you. What is the angelic secret of Na'aseh v'Nishma versus Nishma v'Na'aseh? Na'aseh v'Nishma means I will do and I will listen. And the flip is, I will listen, I will do. I'll tell you something that's going to blow you away. The difference between Nishma v'Na'aseh and Na'aseh v'Nishma is the difference between religion and relationship. That actually was the dialogue. Listen, yes, exactly so. Nishma v'Na'aseh, I will listen, I will do, is the formula of religion. I'm going to propose to you a religion. You'll listen to it. You'll see if it speaks to you. Nishma, let me hear it. Let me see if I agree with it. And if I agree with it, Na'aseh, I'll do it. That's religion. How does a relationship work? Relationship works differently. Watch. My wife says to me, honey, can you do me a favor? So I say, it depends. No.
It's on recording.
Never. What do I say? Can you do me a favor? What do I say? Yes. What would you like me to do? Na'aseh, yes. The Nishma, tell me what you want me to do. The formula of relationship is yes. What would you like me to do? Yes, honey. That's the formula of a relationship. The angelic secret was Hashem was not looking for religion, Nishma v'Na'aseh, but Hashem was looking to be in a relationship. And angels can't be in a relationship because they don't have Bechira Chavshis. And therefore, the Malach Ashars understood that by Klal Yisrael saying Na'aseh v'Nishma, Klal Yisrael Chap, Hashem is looking for a relationship with mankind, with his Am Segula. Okay. Let's just keep that. There's a lot to be said, a lot to say about that. Hashem is looking for a relationship. And it says so many times in the Torah. Ve'ahavtas Hashem Elokecha b'ni b'chori Yisrael me'kol dodini zebadofek. Again and again, I love you, be in a relationship with me. Now watch this. My wife says to me, honey, you're going to the store on Friday. Can you please pick me up some flowers for Shabbos? Now, I can pick her up flowers, but if I love her, what am I going to ask her? What type of flowers? I should know that, right? I'm a newlywed. Then I don't love her yet. Okay, whatever. It's grown, right? What kind of flowers? Roses. Okay? Now what am I going to ask her? What color roses? Yellow roses. The hostages. Yellow roses. How many? You want a dozen? 2 dozen? Do you like that, what is it called, baby breath? Called the little white thing. You like the baby breath? Okay. Long stem, short stem. I'm going to ask questions. You know I am going to ask questions. I'm going to ask questions because I love my wife. And when you love somebody, details make a difference. V'oya Eikev tishma'un. If you listen to details, meaning if you listen to details to the point that even Baby breath means something to you. Long stem, short stem, with leaves, without leaves, yellow. Eikev tishmun. If you listen, if you watch even the small things, what are you showing me? You're showing me that you're not just going through the motions, but you genuinely love me. The point of Eikev tishmun is not, oh, well, you never know what's big and what's little. It's because in a relationship, everything is big. Details make a difference. And they do, especially for women. Little details. You said it like this, you said it like that, you wrote the note, you hand wrote it, you wrote it on the computer, right? You put a little heart, you didn't, you wrote dear, you wrote dearest. Right? Eikev tishma'un. If you think that these things don't matter, they do matter. Now, because each thing makes a difference, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says the following: you love me so much, and I love you, I want you to live with me. I want you to be in my house. I want to bump into you in the hallway. I want to be with you. What happens when a couple is fighting? When a couple is fighting, there's a halacha. A halacha is a couple's fighting, they're not allowed to be together. And if the man and woman plan on getting a divorce, they're hilchas yichud. They really can't be. Once he says, I'm going to give a divorce, he can't come in for a last licks. No. You got a divorce, that's it. When it doesn't work, and you have to separate. When you're together and there's love, underneath the same roof. If we understand this, then we understand another truism in Parshas Eikev. And the truism is that Golus is not just a punishment, but it's a reality for a relationship that's severed. Ever wonder, why is Golus a punishment? Okay, I get a punishment in the Toichacha, I get all sorts of smacks. But Golus? What's the idea of Golus? The idea of Golus is not, oh wow, the punishment is you're going to lose your house. Now the punishment of Golus is that if we're not together, then we're not together, then you can't be in the same house. The punishment of the Golus is a mamela punishment. Eretz Yisrael is the land of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yerushalayim is Palchin Shel Melech. It's the palace of the king. The punishment of Golus is the punishment of a relationship that's not working out well. So you're scattered about. If we understand this, then we understand something else that's very, very deep. In this week's Parsha, in Eikev, as well as in Parshas Bechukosai, when we have the Toichacha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us brachas for listening, and then warnings, punishments, klalos, if we don't listen, if we become arrogant, if our hearts become so full of ourselves that we think we don't need Hashem. What's the idea? HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves us. Why is he smacking us around? We're in the middle of Av still. Av. A time of tremendous sadness. A time of Tisha B'Av. How do we understand relationship in light of what could be considered abuse? I mean, if we're in a relationship and then HaKadosh Baruch Hu subjects us to Holocaust, to October 7th, to Inquisition, well, that relationship would seem to be psychotic. It would seem to be, wow, you're in a relationship with me, but thanks, but no thanks. If a relationship means that this is what's going to happen, and Hamas and Hezbollah and other enemies of Yiddishkeit are going to allow this, how can I be in such a relationship? The answer that's found in Parshas Bechukosai, which is echoed in Eikev, is found in the words, V'haya im telchu imi bekeri, ve'alachti gam ani machem bekeri, or b'chamas keri. What does the word keri mean? Keri comes from the word mikra, an accident. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu the following: I never want to punish you. Even in Chodesh Av, I'm not really punishing you. It says in the Gemara that in Chodesh Av, Reya Mazale, you have a bad mazel. Asks the Ritva, what does that mean? We have bad mazel. We're Jews. We have no mazel at all. Right? We're above mazel. Like the Gemara in Shabbos, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says to Avraham Avinu, Say mitstagninu shalcha, ein mazel Yisrael. So what does it mean you have bad mazel? You don't have any mazel. Says the Ritva, you know what it means you have bad mazel? It means you have mazel. It means that normally you're above mazel. Normally, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I personally, I'm taking care of you. Every other nation in the world, they have a malach. But ani v'loy malach, ani v'loy sarf, ani v'loy shaliach, I am going to watch over you. You don't have mazel. Says the Ritva, in Chodesh Av, Reya Mazal, a bad mazel, means that we have mazel. The punishment is that we are cast into mazel. And if we are cast into mazel, well, guess what? We're one sheep among 70 wolves that want nothing more than to tear us to shreds. Being in mazel is not where we want to be in this world. Is that true? Do we want to be subject to the nations of the world? Look how quickly the UK and Australia and Canada, oh Canada, look how quickly the simple-minded Canadians have turned on the Jewish people. I'm sorry. Look how quickly
No, he's not sorry.
look how quickly the Swedish, look how quickly those Kiwi-loving New Zealanders and Spain and even Germany now. Look how quickly they've turned. Look how quickly those right-wing pundits, the Candaces and the Tucker Carlsons, look how quickly, and there are more, believe me, there are more that are yet to come who you think are your friends. You're a sheep among 70 wolves. And Hashem says, if you have mazel, you're in bad shape. Reya mazale doesn't mean you have bad mazel. It means that you have mazel. And you don't want to be in mazel. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu the following. V'aya, and it will be, if you treat me like we are mikra, if you treat me like we're two ships in the night that are passing, that we don't know each other. Like, hi Hashem, hello, we don't know each other. If you treat me like we have no relationship, then you know what says Hashem? I will treat you like there's no relationship. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to be put into mazel. And you know what's happened if you're put into mazel? The toichacha. The toichacha is not HaKadosh Baruch Hu punishing us. The toichacha, the punishment, is simply the reality of the lack of shmirah of Hashem. Where do we see this? In the Shema. In the Shema. What does it say in the Shema? Hishamu lachem penivta levavchem v'sartem avadam. You know what's going to happen? V'charaf Hashem v'atzas hashamayim, and you're going to be thrown out of the land. The punishment is the punishment is you can't be under the same roof as me, says Hashem. And you're going to be in exile. You're going to be a sheep among 70 wolves. Let's bring this home. Let's bring this home. Eikev tishmun. It will be if you listen, says Hashem. Hashem says, if you treat me like I love you and I care about the details of your life. You know what the details are? You know what the details are? Not speaking in shul. You know the details are? How you treat your wife, how you treat your children, not speaking against the local Rav, being honest in your business, being makbid on Zman Kriya Shema. These are important. Says Hashem, you may look at these as Eikev things, but Hashem says these are not Eikev things, because Eikev things are just indications that I like yellow flowers with long stems and baby breath. That's what this is. They are your Eikev Tishmeun. If you care about the little things, then Hashem says, I'm going to keep you in this land, and you're going to be gebenched because we can live under one roof, because we're in a relationship, and I love you dearly, and I want to wake up to see your smiling face every morning. But be careful if you treat me like we're not in a relationship. If you treat me like HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mavater, Hashem doesn't really care. Hashem really care about these things. Hashem really care about benching. Hashem really cares about davening. Hashem really cares about me wearing tzitzis. Hashem really cares. Hashem says, guess what? Yeah, I do. And Eikev Tishmeun is a real thing. Says Hashem, if you think I don't care, call Misha HaKadosh Baruch Hu Vatran. Anyone who says Hashem, he doesn't really care. Hashem says, I'll be mavater on his life. You think I don't care? Then I won't care. The more we show Hashem that I care about the details, the more Hashem says, I will care about the details of your life. And guess what? We care about the details of our own life. We really want our lives to be awesome. We care about getting a parking spot. We care about getting a raise. We care about getting a clean bill of health. We care about having our blood pressure lower. We care about the little stuff, because to us, none of that little stuff is little. Everything is big. So Hashem says, do my will like it's your will. I say, Ritzono kiritzoncha. Make the little stuff important to you. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I'll make your will like it's my will, because that's what love is. The little stuff isn't little, it's all love. Shkayach.
That's